Hey guys, so welcome back to another guitar lesson. This is another Nothing But Thieves song. This is called Neon Brother. It's one of their lesser known songs. They recently did it live on their YouTube channel, so it's one of my best songs by them. So it's not too hard to play, just that the tuning is a bit different. So let me run you through the tuning, then we'll go through the song. Also, I do recommend, if you haven't seen already, my cover of this song I posted earlier today actually, so that's in the description below. That will just allow you to see kind of what we're going to be covering in today's tutorial. Apart from that though, let's get straight into it. The tuning is actually, it's very, very strange. The first you're going to want to tune is the E string, the thick E. That would normally be an E. We're actually going to tune that down to an F. So it's quite heavy. So it would sound like this. Okay, so once you got that, you keep the rest of the notes in standard apart from the G string. So if we go down to the G string, then that is actually transformed into a C sharp. So really weird tuning. So let's get started. First things first, you want to go up, put your first finger on the 3rd fret, that's on the E string. And then what you want to do, you can either get like your 3rd finger, or you can get your pinky, put that up on the 4th fret on the G string. So the two notes that we tune down, the two strings that we tune down, they're the only notes, or the only strings rather, we're going to be playing throughout the entire intro sequence. So you're beginning and you go really straightforward. You play with your thumb and your finger. So thumb on the E string, and then you play with your first finger on the G. Okay, so what you're going to want to do after you've got that, you then slide up to the 5th fret with both fingers. So you're playing with your middle finger, the 5th fret on the E string. Then you get your 3rd finger, put that down on, again, the G string. Okay, so the sequence would be, and you can kind of slide into that to give it a little bit of sort of added niceness. So, like that. Once he's played this, then you keep your 3rd finger right where it is. You don't need to move that at all. But instead of being on the 5th fret on the E string here, you move down. This is a bit of a stretch. So if you're just beginning to play guitar, it might take quite a while to kind of get used to that. You could even substitute your 3rd finger for your pinky in this case, because then it just lets your hand stretch that bit further. And what you want to do is play the 2nd fret on the E string. So quite a heavy note there. Play that, and also you keep your pinky or your 3rd finger where it was before. So, like that. So far the sequence is. Okay. Once you've got that, then all you need to do is move down, similar to what we played starting off there, which is 3 and the 4. Instead, you slide that all the way down, and it's 1 and 2. So. Okay, so, and then after that, it plays 16 like just open E's. You'll feel the timing for it. It's probably incorrect. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it goes back into the original. So yeah, it's 16. Yep. So once that's done, that is the intro, and that just keeps on repeating throughout the song. That does not change. When it comes to actually playing the rest of the song that isn't the intro, you will need another guitar.
A few moments later.
So now that we've got our electric guitar, or any guitar that is tuned to a normal like E standard, then what we're going to need is one of these, a pick, and we're going to start off with something that's a bit higher up the neck. So when the intro is being played on the acoustic or on the clean guitar with that weird tuning that we're discussing, instead the rhythm guitarist is up here on the 9th fret, and you go, essentially it's all palm muted. So you start off with 9, then you go up to 11, so like this. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3 9s, 3 11s. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then it goes down to the, what would that be? That would be the 8th fret. And and you play 3 on the 8, and then the remainder would be on the 7. Okay, same timings as the acoustic intro. So if we go through that again, so 9, 11, 8, 7. So when you're doing that, really you're just following what the the intro is playing. Now the next thing that happens is when that gets to the main chorus, it's just a sequence of bar chords really. So you're going down to the 4th fret and you're barring your pinky on the 6th. So 4 and 6 on the E string and the A string. If you want to, you can fill out that bar chord and play the sort of trio notes there. So you could play on the 4th fret on the E, then move down to the A string on the 6th fret, and then down onto the D string, which would be on the 6th fret as well. Then you give it I think 3 strums, so it could be down, up, down. Just you'll get the hang of it. So if you want to add a few filler notes in there just to kind of make it seem smoother, you can do that. But the main gist of it is this. Then it goes up 2 frets. So you move up 2 frets and down 1 set of strings. So instead of being on the E string, you're then putting your main finger, your first finger onto the 6th fret on the A string. Then you get your 3rd finger and your pinky and put those 2 frets higher on the 8th, which would be on the D and the G strings. I just do that automatically, so that's kind of my auto function, is just to go to use my pinky. I don't know why, it's been picked up over playing guitar for a while, but you can just go. And it's down, up, or down, up, down, down. Depends on how you want to play that. And then it has a couple of like muting on the right hand there, just in between the notes, just to give it that sort of difference. And then you go down from the 6th to the 4th, and it's just 1, 2, 3 this time. And you finish off on the 2nd fret. So to recap, it goes 4 up to the 6th fret. That's on the A string on the 6th fret. Then it goes down 2 frets, still on the A string root. Then again down 2 more frets. So. And then it goes back to what they were playing up on the 9th fret. And notice what I'm doing there. I'm playing just down ups, but if you want to, I think that's how they do it on the record as well. They're just doing downstrokes, so it depends on how used to doing downstrokes you are, but once you get used to it, it's always better to actually do it downstrokes if you want to get that sort of short and sharp note sort of sensation. So all you need to do is just play downs instead of down, up, down. So and then it would just repeat itself and go back to the chorus again. So now what you then play is a little lick, and you're starting off where you would be with one of the chords we were playing, which would start on the A string. Root note is on the A string on the 6th fret. And really you're just playing the pentatonic scale there, so you're going from that note up to the 9th fret. Okay, so move down 1 fret, still on the 6th, and then go up to the 8. So 6, 9, 6, 8. Then you repeat that. Really just differs with the timing, so it's a slow one to begin with, so notice how that note is slightly extended. Okay. When it gets round to doing it again, that's now quick. Instead of being slow the first time round, you're then speeding that up and just go up to the 8, back down to the 6. So then you can give it a bit of a wiggle, a bit of a bend on that 6th fret. So what you would be doing in slow again. Then it goes back, after you've done that twice, it goes back to the main chords. Now it goes back to the acoustic intro again. Once the intro has kind of played itself back again, it then goes into this sort of crazy, sort of up the neck, higher, you know, sort of sound. So what it is really is that you're barring on the 13th fret and the 16th fret. So these two notes here, so if we play on the A string on the 13th, and you're playing kind of what's an octave, which is on the B string on the B string on the 16th fret. And you want to sort of mute the rest of the strings there, because really the idea behind it is that you're playing only the 2 notes. You're not playing the whole down the neck. So you want to kind of mute it and play it best you can. So. And then it goes up to this here, which is the 16, 18. Back down. Okay, so if you play that on the 16 and the 18 on the B string instead, it just gives it a bit more, you know, oomph, and also you're gonna avoid hitting the other notes that you don't want to hit on the fretboard. So instead, what you can do is just play the 16 up to the 18s, and really you need to get a rhythm for it. So you go something like this. So. That wasn't the best, but when you hear with the music, you'll be able to kind of understand how the rhythm goes. But it really is just that you're playing along to the key signature there, the 16, 18, 16, and that's really all it is there. After that's played immediately, it goes back down to that lick that we were learning, which is the 6, 9, 6, 8, 6. And that's really it. But when it ends on there, it then slides down slightly, so like that. Like they do something along those lines where they just slide and just end it right there. From what I've worked out from how they play it, I've only really sort of learnt this from the video that they posted like a few days ago where they were doing it live, so I kind of understood where they're playing it, and I think it's all correct to what they were doing in that video. If it works for you. If it does help you at all, please feel free to support my channel just by leaving a like and also subscribing. There will be more Nothing But Thieves tutorials and guitar lessons and covers in the future. So yeah, just hit the like button, it's free, and you'll be supporting my channel and doing me a massive favor, so I'd appreciate that. If you do have any requests, please leave a comment with the song of your choice that you want me to cover, then I'll get round to doing that. Well, I'm in quarantine just like I presume everyone else is right now, and I've got a lot of time on my hands, so please comment below, like the video, share it with your friends, whoever, and I'll see you in the next video. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.